ready? You sure you ready? Let me see you jumping up enough.
Let them know we're ready for them. Don't tell them so, that's how we feed them. Let them know, we feed them ready.
Watch fun people up here. You sure you ready? You sure you ready?
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Let's get. Come, let me do it again.
Comrades of Labour, good night. Good night to constituency number 2. It is so good to be here. Just a few meters up the road is constituency number 3. Where you be? We ready for them. We ready for them. You know, comrades, Labour is winning. Labour is winning these elections. And that is why Timothy Harris is trying to illegally extend the time. You hear about that? Just today, he went up by the Governor General, and he was there for a long time, trying to convince the governor that he got more time. But we have to tell him tonight, and we have to tell him tomorrow, that his time is up. His time is up. There is no time left. He has run out of time. And no amount of geriatrics or gymnastics or politricks will extend the date of election, which must now happen by August 8th. And as soon as what? How we go now? August 3rd or thereabout, we must have the elections. And so tell Timothy, it's time to come out. But because Labour is winning, comrades, well, you know, Aquila losing. Aquila is losing. And that is why you're seeing the odd behavior. Have you seen her lately? Very odd behavior. The pressure. Can't take the pressure. The heat is on. And so she talking out she head now. Because you see, when you have been hiding from the work, you don't have any record to come to the people with. And just like how she hiding from the work, she's been hiding from the people and give a lame excuse tonight about some weather. Where the weather be? Where the weather be? This the people of Boyd's again tonight. Plan this big rally and blaming weather. Where the weather be? Hiding from the work, hiding from the people. Maybe it's because earlier this week, if you don't believe me, ask them. They had a big, stinking, dirty argument in the streets of what we call the Gulf. You hear about it? A big, dirty, stinking argument. All sort of bad word, everything. Aquila was there. She husband was there. People on her team were there. Instead of canvassing, they was abusing. Because the people are done with her. And she is vexed because one of her canvassers telling her that she's going to lose. Telling her that the people don't want to hear anything about you. And so that young lady let her have it. People all up the road hear the abusing. One of the family members had to come and pull the young lady. I think I'm joking. Ask them in Boyd's, down the Gulf. Big, dirty, stinking abusing. Come as you see, they have examined Aquila. She has been now on the government benches for the last 6 years. She was appointed as a senator in the parliament in 2016 and as the caretaker for constituency number 3. Well, what that be? Is a show position? You ain't supposed to do nothing with that type of platform and influence. You couldn't move the government to do anything. What about women empowerment? Looking after the young ladies in the constituency who are interested in developing their businesses or developing their own skills. Not one thing. The only thing that Akila did as senator and caretaker was to build a road to her house. That is what she did. Now, comrades, listen to this. Water is a big problem in St. Kitts right now. All across my constituency, people have to hurry go home to bed. They have no water in the night. Water department is saying to ration the water. They say don't wash your car with a hose. Must fill up some water in a bucket. You must conserve water. But meanwhile, and I want you to listen to this. Just a few days ago, I am told that Akila got the water department big water truck to deliver not one, but 2 truckloads of water to fill her brand new pool. Let me say that again. While the water department is telling you that you can't cook your food, that you can't bathe your children, that you can't use water to wash your car from a hose, Akila, I am told, has gotten the water department truck to deliver not 1, but 2 truckloads of water to fill her brand new pool. That is their focus. Their focus is not on you. Their focus is on how they're going to advance themselves. If Akila cared about you, when she became the minister responsible for health, with a government that is boasting about surplus after surplus, Akila would have ensured that there was an MRI placed at our hospital. Surplus could buy 100, based on what they're saying, could buy 100 or 200 MRI. But instead, Akila has made sure that there is not an MRI at the hospital. Why is that? Because she wants all of the work for MRI to go to her husband at the monkey farm. Their focus is not on you. Their focus is on themselves. And that is why when we say get rid of them, we mean get rid of all of them. Because all of them have been practicing these corrupt things on your purse. And it's time to get rid of them. Comrades, as I go house to house, I am getting the same sentiment. Not Akila. Akila cannot do. She just can't do. The fact remains that Congress Maynard has delivered more for the people of constituency number 3 as a candidate for 1 year with a Labour government than Akila with 6 years on the government benches. Just today, I was in Boyd's meeting some young men, and we were talking about a number of things. And from where we grouped, we could see the play field. And I asked them, over the past 6 years with Akila as your senator, caretaker, and now a minister of health, look at your community now. We could see the whole community from here. What has she delivered for you, the people of Boyd's West Farm and Points? The area of the constituency that gave her the opportunity to become a minister. I asked the young men, I said, what has she delivered? And there was absolute silence. They said not a thing. And then I start to enumerate and list out all I had done, even just for that part of the constituency. I had moved the government in that 1 year to build the Boyd's Playfield, do the earthworks. We built the pavilion. We grassed, in fact, the group I was speaking to, I didn't even remember this, had the gentleman from the area who had gotten the contract to grass the field. I ensured that everybody who worked in that area was from that area. And they were paid. I reminded them about the sidewalks that I had put in so that the children can walk from Bronte Welsh Primary School to any part of Boyd's and West Farm. I spoke about the renovation of the Points Community Center. I spoke about the houses that I had gotten the government to build just in that year, in that area. I spoke about all the small business assistance that persons had gotten. And so I don't even have to go to the rest of the constituency. But in Boyd's, West Farm, and Points alone, I have done more than Akila has done for the entire constituency. And that is why we're saying that she has to go. We have to get rid of them. We have to get rid of all of them.
Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them.
And so, comrades, with Conris Maynard as your next representative in a Labour Party government, the people of number 3 can look forward to performance, can look forward to delivery, because Conris is a man who always performs. Always performs. Akshamara. Always performs. Everything from Calypso to school, everything. Always performs.
He's dead, never dead. Labor again. But I got them going by the breath. Man, they breaking a sweat. Hear them.
And so, comrades and citizens of this country, we will deliver in constituency number 3 a brand new small business mall complex. I meet young entrepreneurs all the time in the constituency. Plotting here. See one here. Nails. Just call them plumbers. Everything in tree. And we are going to create a facility that you will be able to lease for a minimal amount to showcase your talents and bring your clients in a comfortable space so that you could provide professional services to them. In constituency number 3, we have a lot of young women in small businesses. Just today, I was in Buckley's talking to an 18-year-old who presently works in a beauty parlor. And she said, I want to do my own thing. I want to start my own parlor. She said, I studied it in school, and I now want to do my own thing. I'm in the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party, who had first introduced something called WISE, which was Women in Small Enterprise. We will revamp that and make it better, such that young women who are willing and able to start their small businesses will have the support of a Labour Party government. They will be able to get the necessary tax concessions, duty-free concessions, and guidance to make their business thrive. Comrades, with Conris Maynard making it better for you with Labour, we will transform Wigley Avenue into a cultural avenue. You know I love my music. You know I love the arts. And I've continued to sponsor and support the cultural groups in the village. But just imagine our cruise tourists who are coming here, who drive up Wigley Avenue all the time on the taxi. There's a wide road coming up as you enter the village. On each side we will have an avenue or a bunch of stalls that can showcase our culture, masquerade, our food, and our culture. That is what we are envisioning for constituency number 3. Comrades, we are thinking about everything in the constituency. We have a Carding home that is in need of desperate attention. And so I am going to transform the Carding home into a modern elderly care facility such that we can remove the stigma that is associated with the Carding home, so that your elderly can go there and have a decent life and age with dignity. And perhaps if they don't live there, they can go there during the day to socialize. These are the kind of things that we are looking forward to in a Labour Party government. When we look at this area here in Shadwell and Pine Gardens, I'm not going to steal too much of what Marsha will come and say. But one of the things that they have been yearning for some time is a play field. All they have gotten is signs and promises. But we are going to deliver the field for you here in the Shadwell Pine Gardens area. And we're not going to stop there. Right now, St. Paul's feel a little good because they win the FA Cup. But as I say, I always just lend out things. But we just come back and take it back. That's how others do, I had to win 4 crowns, I lend it out, and I come and I take it back. We were in Parliament in constituency number 3. They kind of thief it, and I come in to take it back. And just so as well, I said in a signal to St. Paul's that we come in to take back we crown from you too in football. And we're going to do that before we deliver a brand new Limekeel playing field so that you could have a home to celebrate in when we do it. Because it is high time that the best, or one of the best, because I see a St. Paul's man over there watching me hard. See there. With one of the best football teams in the country, we must have a dedicated home field for the Village Superstars and the Trafalgar South Stars and all of the other sports clubs in the community. And so I gave the commitment to deliver that. We will deliver that. I recall when I came from university. that the Patsy Allers playfield was in a mess. And I completely resurfaced that field like a golf course. And so with the help of a government and a Labour government, we will deliver the playfield. Comrades, I believe that we're going to be number 3 shortly, and so I will go into more details. But tonight we're in constituency number 2. And as I wrap this presentation, I want to fully and wholeheartedly and joyfully endorse the next representative for constituency number 2, the Honorable Marsha Henderson, the people's defender, someone who is humble but strong, somebody who is quiet but tough, somebody who is not afraid to stand up for anyone, whether you are big shot or no shot at all. And so that is why I am imploring all persons in constituency number 2, in order for us to complete a slate of Labour candidates to enter our parliament, to form a stable government, I need you to give your support to the Honorable Marsha Henderson so that we can return not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, but all 8 candidates for the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party. That is what this country needs at this time. It needs an A-team that can settle the country down. Investors are not going to come to talk to us with instability and uncertainty. And so if we go into an election and it comes out in pieces, we are going to stunt our own growth. And so I am asking you across each constituency to realize that the time is now to ensure that you elect a Labour Party government. That is how we are going to get the engines of this economy going again. That is how we are going to be able to do what we need to do for small businesses. With a stable government, that is what we need to transform our agriculture so that we are feeding ourselves. With a stable government, that is what we need to get energy independence. With a stable government, that is how we are going to get the hospital rebuilt. That is how we are going to improve healthcare if we elect a stable government with all 8 Labour candidates. And so as I leave tonight, I ask you, are you ready to join us with that? Are you ready to join us tomorrow in a march to tell Timothy Harris that he must ring the bell? And if he don't ring the bell, we're gonna have to ring it for him. Because he is out of time. He is out of time. So I love you. Good night. See you tomorrow. All 8. Labour will win. Labour must win. God bless. Thank you.